There are only two ways to live your life. One is through nothing is a miracle, the other as through everything is a miracle, by Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was a German mathematician and physicist, most known for the formula E equals mc squared, which meant tiny particles of matter could be converted into huge amounts of energy in the form of nuclear fusion. He developed the theory of relativity, and he was known as one of the smartest people alive. For the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'll be telling the life of Albert Einstein. In this analysis, I'll be dividing it into 3 sections. 1, his childhood, 2nd, his adulthood, and last, a retrospective. Albert was born on March 14, 1879 in Germany Empire. His parents were Hermann Einstein and Pauline Einstein. His father died October 10, 1902, and his mother died February 20, 1920. He was the oldest of 2 children. He was born into a secular, middle-class Jewish family. His mother and father divorced 9 years after living 5 years apart. At age 1, he moved to Munich. For elementary, he attended Luthpold Gymnasium in Munich. At age 5, Einstein was given a compass and was fascinated by how it worked. His father gave it to him. At age 10, he was introduced to math and science. As for middle school, he dropped out at 15 because he never liked the style of education based on memorization rather than understanding it. He played the violin and piano, which his mother introduced it to him. And at 12, he became religious and found God, and realized physics contributed to the Bible. At 16, Albert moved to Switzerland to attend Aarau Cantonal School in 1895 and graduates top of his class, of course. For his college, he went to University of Zurich, graduated in 1900 at age 21. Overall, Albert was a good problem solver. He was a happy kid and enjoyed life. He was friendly and had many friends. This brings us to the second part of our analysis, his adulthood. I believe at age 26 was whenever he rose to the occasion. He got his first job at 26 as a patient clerk at Swiss Federal Office in June 1902. Einstein was married twice. First to Maleev in 1903. However, that didn't work out, so Albert promised Maleev that if he won the Nobel Prize, he would cede it all to her. They got a divorce in February 19, and then later that summer, he married Elsa from 1919 to 1936. Einstein had 3 kids, 2 boys named Edward Einstein and Hans Albert Einstein, and 1 girl, Lucia Einstein. I wanted to talk about Albert Einstein because he predicted the effects of the solar eclipse in 1919. He was officially known and famous at the time. In 1933, he visited America because he feared the rising of the Nazi Party in Germany. In 1945, war ended and Einstein continued research and made advances in heat, gravity, and published over 300 scientific reports. Albert won many awards such as Nobel Prize, the Max Planck Medal, the Copley Medal, and the Royal Astronomical Society Gold Medal, and many more. After suffering an abdominal aortic aneurysm rupture several days before, he later died on April 18, 1955 of heart failure. This brings us to the last section of the analysis, the retrospective. Einstein was considered as one of the most important, if not the most important, scientific brain to have ever graced humanity. He was a creator, scientist, and inventor to strictly the scientific space. Einstein lived a life that has lessons applicable to a broad spectrum of areas. Through his theories of relativity, he showed us that there is a fastest possible speed and that light moves at it. He showed us that gravity is a curvature of space-time, and he laid the foundations of modern quantum mechanics when he proposed that light really comes in light bundles of energy he called quantum.